Hi guys, this is your host Srishti Pathak in a conversation with Adil and Sadia talking about their film Shikara. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi Drishti, we are very good.
So how have you been liking, and there are a lot of people who's appreciating the film now. We being a part of the field, we talk a lot amongst each other, and a lot of people told me कि अगर नहीं देखी है तो definitely देख के आओ. It's a good film. So कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. Like we're really happy.
It's a beautiful feeling.
So since it's your debut film, did you always wanted your first film to be something that's like Shikara, or did you want to just step into Bollywood with something?
नहीं, हम लोगों ने सोचा नहीं था कि हम लोग एक्टिंग करेंगे. We never thought about this.
We had like no plans of becoming an actor or anything like this.
So what got you on board for this then? If you had no plans, like
Magic.
Yeah, it definitely happened like a magic. We just got in. She has a different story. I have a different story. I was in Mumbai. Sir had an idea that my character Shiv Kumar Dhar would have a certain kind of a voice, and so through my voice was my door to enter in. And after that, there was a long process of getting trained and getting grinded and learning all these things and getting immersed into the characters completely, and all that happened. And finally, then I was selected. So it's magical.
I had never acted before or even been to Bombay or had any idea of becoming an actor or anything like that. Once I was doing my electrical engineering back in Jammu. So I'm basically from Bhadarwah. It's 3 hours away from Jammu, Kashmir. So I was just randomly once छुट्टियों में college की chilling, and I got a call from this lady called Indu Sharma. She's a casting director. She tells me that she wants to test me for this film, and I didn't believe, because I was like, listen, I'm not even on Facebook. My account was private and all that. I first of all didn't believe that there's someone who was calling from Bombay. She, I thought I've been casted for this film. She wanted to take me for this part. I didn't know what film was about. I didn't know anything. I was just enjoying it. It was मेरे college की छुट्टियाँ थी, and I was just enjoying talking to a person from Bollywood. And then there came a time when she told me what film is about, and of course this film was about my community, मतलब my people, my area, my state, my country. So I was of course very keen to do a part like this, and then I got to know it's with Vinod Chopra and all those things. Long process, proper fairy tale kind of thing. She was a fairy godmother with Devon and everything, and that's how I came on board. Yeah.
So as an artist, आपका जब film बाहर आ जाता है, for you, who is it more likely and more important to please? Your director, your family, your audiences, or critics?
All of them.
But if you had to pick one,
I don't think that we need to please anybody. I think as actors, we need to be honest towards our work and deliver what has been asked from us. And since we work with the director, and it's his vision, we see Vidu sir is the one who has written the story with the help of Abhijat sir and Rahul Pandita. He's the one who has this vision for the project, for the film, and he's the one who has, before we even shot, the film absolutely ready in his head. So as actors, it is very important to be absolutely in sync with him, because it's his vision and you have to deliver that.
So talking of realistic films, so there's this film called Kedarnath, then there was Sand Ki Aag. These are all realistic stories. These things have happened, but honestly I didn't know about it until I watched the film, until I saw that there's this Bollywood content that's come up which is a true story. Similarly, you have a true story too. Did you know about these Kashmiri Pandits?
Absolutely.
I'm so basically from Kashmir. I'm so basically from Jammu and Kashmir. I'm born and brought up there. My tutor, who used to come every day to teach me, was himself a Kashmiri Pandit, and he used to come from Nagrota. I never knew what part of Nagrota. He used to come from Nagrota camps. This is what I didn't know. My college friends, they were Kashmiri Pandits. My teacher, Kiran Bharti, she was a Kashmiri Pandit. So it was like so, हम सब एक साथ होते हैं. मतलब कभी कोई किसी से पूछता नहीं आप कहाँ से आ रहे हो. And this time I didn't go back to my home. I went for proper research. I did my own research and everything, and I was absolutely shocked. And that's when I felt, let's see, I am born and brought up here. I'm a part of this community. I'm a part of this culture. I'm a part of this state. Everything was so. But even being a part of something like this, I didn't know much about it. I didn't know much about what has happened to. This is the past. This is history, and I also didn't know much about exactly.
So I have my ancestry from Kashmir, but I was born and brought up in Bhopal, and this is something that we have shown in the film also, that once you go away from your land, and so the culture kind of loses its thing. So I had to revisit Kashmir. I lived in Kashmir for more than 4 months. So Vidhu sir's very close friend, his name is Masood Hussain. He's an artist there in Kashmir. So I stayed with him, with his family, like one of them. And the idea was not to visit Kashmir, and that was the first time I went to that land. The idea was to live like just one of them, and that's what happened. I read this book, The Moon Has Blood Clots. I went to Jakti refugee camps, stayed with the Kashmiri Pandits, made a lot of videos. Since the time we started, since the time Vidhu sir took us in, since then I was Shiv and she was Shanti. They never called us Adil or Sadia. That's what they've called. So we got completely immersed into the story, into these characters, into what has happened, into the love story and everything. So that's how we trained ourselves. By the time we reached on the sets, it was around 2 years of preparation, somewhere close to that. And then it was forgetting all the preparations and then fresh living it, and that's what we did.
Like you guys said that it was never a plan. Acting was never a plan. So if you all weren't doing this film and if we weren't talking here, what would you guys be doing right now?
I would have right now still been in my engineering college, maybe doing my last year and banging my head.
Banging your head.
Yeah.
So I have worked before also, and I've explored. I started working since I was in 10th standard.
Wow, that's
So मैं कपड़े की दुकान पे काम करता था. So just for my pocket money, and I have been like that. So I have done a lot of work, but I have never honestly felt this amount of contentment with whatever I have done before. The reason being that it's a wonderful art form. You know, being an actor, you get to live somebody else's life, and then you get out of it without the repercussions of it. You know, I can do anything. I can live anybody's life, feel those emotions. Where else do you get to do that? You know, when I'm not kind of putting down any other kind of work form. Everybody loves to do whatever they love to do. But if you're a doctor, you're a doctor. You know, there's the same thing that you do. There is no monotony in acting. You can play different characters. You can be different people, and it is so beautiful to convey. You know, get inside yourself and bring out those emotions of somebody else's feelings and convey it with honesty. So it's beautiful. I don't want to even think. I just want to do this now.
So just a little while back, Sara Ali Khan had revealed that she wasn't getting films from the opposite side. So she would actually go walk up to people and ask for films, and that's what she did with Rohit Shetty sir. She went and she herself asked for Simba for a role in that. So would you guys ever be comfortable in going ahead and asking for roles rather than waiting for it to come your way?
यार खुदा ना करे जो ऐसा हो. I hope and I pray that life would be a little easy for us, and God would have blessings on us. But I can't answer this. I would not even want to think. Let's just hope that life would be beautiful for both of us.
That's lovely. And on that note, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
it was
you so
lovely
much. Thank
speaking
you,
to you.
Rishti.
Thank you so much.
Lovely talking to you.
Hi, this is Adil Khan.
Hi, this is Sadia.
You are watching us on Bollywood Bubble.
Bollywood Bubble.
Bollywood Bubble.